No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Glad to have you with us from Maverick Stadium in Logan, Utah, home to the Utah State Aggies. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Boise State Broncos, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Utah State Aggies. And the Broncos will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Bringing it back. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Utah State's offense takes the field. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So already they've hit a speed bump on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Out across the 25 to the 26, but needed a little bit more. It'll be 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Broncos offense will take the field for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse. It's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. 2 NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Unloads it left. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Rides the back and leaves it.
And how about the confidence of this quarterback? Palmer, I got to know, man. I know this receiver's a stud, but I'm putting 2 guys on. I'm trying to take him out of the ball game, and he's still going to throw it that direction?
Because even when he's covered, he's open. And these guys work tirelessly all week long. They understand where they're going to be. They understand when the football's coming out. You could put a 3rd guy over there, and I don't know if that would have changed the quarterback's decision. I think he was still going to his big playmaker on the perimeter.
Man, it's fun to watch defense that just, they look so in sync and coordinated. And watching the tape coming into this week's game, you could tell last week this defense was dialed in. They don't give up big plays. They don't give up points. They make you earn everything. Looking like another game like that so far today.
Has to get there to move the sticks. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Wants to throw on first down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush. They win up front.
The Aggies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Now the play fake. Fires to the right. He's got it. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. From the gun, running back gets the give. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll leave it with the lone back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. The offense changing the play. Toss to the outside. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense. And the Broncos now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he bats it away. It falls incomplete. The Broncos will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll try the left side. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Pulls it and fires to the left.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
They'll leave it with him. Oh, he's got some space. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun. Give on the inside. Oh, what a cut! They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Man, this is a guy who just seems to get better as the game goes on. What a run getting his offense down close to the goal line.
So nice creating explosive runs in the run game. Now you're getting in the red inside the 5. Go punch this in and get a touchdown.
Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. Max going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that 4th quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the Big Ten standings as this one does, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. They'll try the right side. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He looks it in and makes the fair catch, and they'll have it at the 32. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Fights off a defender. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. The Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the ground game. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Using the quick game. And boy, is he close to that 1st down, maybe just a couple of inches short. I'm not sure this was ever a real decision. They'll go for it on 4th and inches. Going for the marker on the ground. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Now on the option. Now the pitch. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Running back searching for a hole. And the run is for no gain and no more time left on the clock in the 1st quarter. The quarter comes to a close. Utah State has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. The Broncos decide to punt it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Aggies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's got an open man. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Got stuffed on first down, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. He's got the tight end. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Under fire. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. They'll try to get it through the air. He caught it. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the knee stopped him at the 2. On first and goal, let's see what Utah State calls. He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Utah State.
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understand.
Makes the catch down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Illegal touchdown. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
And the Broncos will line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Smacks it with the stiff arm. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. The play action fake. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete. Got quite a ways to go to keep this drive going. It's 3rd down from the 45. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Catches it cleanly at the 20. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David. Now trying to... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. The impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Thanks to grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. Going for 6. Intercepted to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake. Hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Quarterback on the keeper. He's loose at the 15. Took care of it himself. There he goes. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle.
You know, it's so unique to find quarterbacks that have these types of moves in the open field. You oftentimes find guys that can run very quickly straight line, but how about the shiftiness of this quarterback and the ability to make people miss? That's impressive.
The Broncos are in the hurry-up. They'll send the back in motion. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They're dealing with a second and long. Pick up a 5. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Trying to pick up a first down. The give to the tailback. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And it slips just inside that right upright. Now the lead is down to 11. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Miami opened up a can, and how many times can you say you went into someone else's building and beat them by double digits? It's what happened today, and the rest of college football should take notice. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. From the gun, running back on the move. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll do it himself. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. The Aggies lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got a chance. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Pucks it out of the air. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the big fella. Breaks into the open. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Aggies! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. An 84-yard drive there. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver comes in motion. Handoff from the shotgun. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finding an escape route. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Broncos moving quickly to the line. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Handoff to the single running back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. Here's the pressure. Got his man on the right. At the 40, there he goes. Lots of room to run. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the run. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? So that touchdown nullified by the penalty in the red zone. The snap sets up to throw. He makes the grab. He gets just inside the red zone and goes out of bounds at the 19. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, the run and looking for the first down. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Wide out, trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. This offense in dire need of a touchdown. Is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Grinding and churning close to the goal line, but he'll be stopped inches short. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Distance not the problem here. The angle is a little tricky. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. It's our forced to settle for the field goal.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play.
Holding. Receiving team.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. Right on the money. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Complete to the right. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The hand to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Line getting set on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure coming. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. Quickly complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Give to the back. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Broncos will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Out of the gun, the inside give. Turning it on. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Aggies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go right back to it. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Offense trying to keep them off balance on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. Hey, what about that move to pick up a couple of extra yards? He's down at the 38. And the Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
It is hard to continue to get up and get up and get up like he has, being sacked time after time again. But this QB, this offense, they're undeterred. They're continuing to put drives together, and most importantly, they're winning the football game.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Right back to the well. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Trying to get the corner. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. He's got his man. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The Broncos will call on their punt team. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Going to sling it on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And the Broncos will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Complete to start this drive. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a second down play. The give to the back. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown.
Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Rides the back on the option. The give. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Broncos line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. They'll make about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that.
Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
I love running backs. The goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's loose. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Utah State. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Try to barge their way in. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Aggies! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Boise State, 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They'll go to the ground.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
There he goes. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, and this offense, listen, we're in warp speed, right? We got to score a bunch of points here. We're down. We're trailing. We got to go fast, but we also got to get first downs. And that's a nice job sneaking in the run, getting the first down, and now we crank the tempo back up.
Here comes the heat. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The RPO, fire complete to the left. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down.
It's 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Had to get rid of it quickly. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Broncos send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. What a cut! Now he's loose. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. The give on the inside. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Offense in an empty set. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Little too soft in that run defense. He picks up 4 to the 32. Halfway there on first down. It's 2nd and 5. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Can't get him to the ground. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30. And the Broncos come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. To the ground to try to pick up the first. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Trying to keep this drive alive. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Broncos pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Handoff from the gun. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Moving quickly, trying to rattle the D. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. They're working that left side. There is nowhere to go. He has stopped, and it'll be 4th down from the 23. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires toward the end zone. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Pass interference, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a 1-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd.
28, Boise State, 20.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The defense is going to dare them to throw the ball. They know the offense is trying to run out the clock. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the catch. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a first down. Lining up from the 34 on 1st down. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Quarterback on the keeper. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? After the strong run on 2nd down, 3rd down coming. Do they do it again? From the shotgun, the inside give. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Number 18.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They'll start this drive going to the air. Working that left side now.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Takes it the other way. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides. The ball